This is to my dad, and this is to all of you guys out there that are dads, and I hope that you're able to have a beer with your dad today, or any day. You know, don't just wait for Father's Day. I'd do anything to sit down at a bar again with my dad and talk and drink beer and have that moment, that time with him. So don't waste it. Hey guys, so little change of plans. We were going to do some video with a couple of our accounts, kind of see their place and see if they think about some of our beers that they're carrying, but we had a little change of plans. We're still going to do that. We'll do that next week. It's Father's Day weekend, so I just actually thought I'd pivot a little bit and do a little video about the inspiration behind Skydance, which is my dad Richie. So first, we brewed the DDH Fancy Dance, the next batch of that. We brewed that a little over a week ago, and we've done the first round of dry hop, and now it's time for the double dry hop. And let's go take a look at that. I'll show you what hops are going into this round of DDH. All right, guys, so that was kind of fun. That was a lot of dry hop. I've never put that much dry hop into a beer. 77 pounds in a 17 barrel batch. I have to go back and look on the sheet. I think that's a little over 5 pounds per barrel. A lot of hops. Sabro, again, gonna bring a lot of coconut flavor and aroma to what I already think I get on Fancy Dance normally, which is citrus and some pineapple flavors. What I think will go real good with coconut. So we'll see. Fingers crossed that it turns out great. We'll have that packaged up and out into the stores and stuff within the next week and a half. Can't wait. Meanwhile, guys, the tap room at the Brewers Union is open. We could really use some time seeing your faces in the tap room. So right now it's Saturday. Bobby's out there working. We're taking all the precautions. We've got staff wearing masks. We're cleaning the table every time somebody gets up and leaves. We've got the table spaced out so that we're following all the social distance guidelines. We're doing extra cleaning on all the glasses, even trying to let them sit a little longer in sanitizer, all that good stuff. So we're being as safe as possible. Come on out. Even if you're just coming in to buy some beer to go, we've got the Res Dog, we've got the Wit and 6-packs to go. So great selection there. Just come out and see us, say hi, pick up some beer. But another good reason to come is, so this beer right here, we were curious as to what Res Dog would be like if we brewed it with fruit. And so I did a small batch with lemon and blueberry. And I am telling you, this beer is refreshing. It's dangerous. It goes down real easy. You can't even tell. I'm surprised that it didn't change the color. I'm surprised the blueberry is not showing through more on the color. And it was tough to get the balance just right because lemon can be a little overpowering. It's definitely there. The lemon's definitely there, but you can get the blueberry as well. I think it's pretty balanced pretty well. I think you guys will really like it. There's another beer that we have on in a small batch. We'll grab one of those and I'll show you what I got. Look at that beauty. So this is Full Blood. I don't know, nobody ever gets the joke, I guess. So obviously we're a Native American brewery, but obviously I'm not full blood Native American, and so just a kind of a joke, inside joke a little bit with some of my family. I figured then I'll just make a beer called Full Blood. So this is a New England IPA made with blood orange. It's pretty much the same recipe as Fancy Dance. Golly, dude, this is like, I don't know, I'd like to figure out how I could can this beer and get away with that. There's just some brewing issues there, or packaging issues actually. So, oh man, I know it looks like grapefruit juice, but it's just blood orange. And man, today it's my favorite beer. Today it's my favorite beer. Tomorrow might be something else. The other day my favorite beer was Res Dog. But today it is Full Blood, and I could drink this all night, and I just might. I might actually drink this all night. So again, small batch. We've had this before in the tap room. If you're saying, oh, I've already had that, you need to come try it now. I just did it a little bit different, and it's better than before. It's better than it was in the past. The blood orange is a little more prominent, and the hop schedule is a little different than when you would have had it in the past. It's better. It's a lot better. Come check it out at the Brewers Union only, on tap. For now, if you come in, I'm out of growlers. So if you want a growler of something like this, you can have it, but you're gonna have to bring your own growler in. If you can see behind me over there, we have a crowler machine. And the reason I didn't buy any growlers is because we were going to start using the crowler machine. The problem is with the virus, cans, particularly crowlers, became a really hot item, and I had a little issue getting them when I wanted to get them. And then honestly, the past week or so, I could have gotten them, and I've procrastinated. Anyways, lots of little issues there. But we don't have growlers or crowlers right now. We'll have the crowler machine going here pretty soon. Come in, grab you a glass of this, and then take home a 6-pack of Fancy Dance or something. So, cheers, guys. Look who's closing down the tap room tonight. You can say hi, sweetie.
Hi.
Bobby worked the tap room tonight. Sweetie, what was more popular, the lemon blueberry or blood orange? Which one was most popular tonight? Full Blood or lemon blueberry Res Dog?
So I would say 50-50, except people came back for a second on the lemon blueberry.
So 50-50, but people got more seconds on the lemon blueberry. All right, so another question that a lot of you guys might be able to help us out with. We had a discussion tonight with some of our customers about when we move into our new location, should we do flights or not? And so you guys leave some comments below. I want to hear your opinion on this. Before you comment your opinion, here's some things to think about. 1, customer service. When you have to wait in line behind somebody getting a flight and it takes a while, how does that make you feel? Does that make you wish that they didn't do flights? Second thing to think about, maybe you like the idea of being able to try multiple beers at one stop up at the bar. I'll tell you our plan right now, but that could change based on what our customers want. Is our glasses will have 2 pour sizes, markings on them, a 4-ounce pour and a 10-ounce pour, and then the full glass is a pint. So we'll offer small pours. We'll offer 4-ounce pours at a cheaper rate than if you were buying 6-ounce pours of the flight pours that we do now. That's kind of our plan right now, similar to what some other breweries are doing. I don't know, we're debating back and forth. Sweetie, what's your opinion? Flight or no flight?
No flight.
How come?
I can serve more customers without having
It is.
to fit them all on a board and label them all out. Even any system we come up with, it's a delay.
Yeah. It is a pain in the ass to do the flights, not just for us, but also for the customers waiting. It just takes a while for them to get 4 small pours that we have to, you know, depending on the system that we use for writing it down or having it displayed for people. I'm sure there's ways we can do it quicker, but anyways, either way, pouring multiple beers into a small glass takes time. I like pouring a small pour into this big glass and not having to worry about it over foaming and losing beer. Right now, the glasses that we use, we probably, for every 6 ounces that we sell, we probably lose about 3 ounces of beer from it just overflowing in that little bitty glass. So comment, let us know below what you guys think.
I made a no man. I said, tell me your story. He took out a notepad and wrote something for me. Then he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just...
Hey guys, I just want to tell you a little bit about my dad since it's Father's Day. I guess I'll pour a beer first. It'd be nice to be able to have a beer with my dad again, especially one that we made. I always think about, I wonder what he would say about it, what he would think, you know. So my dad used to homebrew a little bit when I was young, when I was little, and I just always kind of took interest in it. And I don't know, just led to me and him as I got older having a lot of cool moments drinking craft beer and you know, always trying to find a better beer than what we were used to seeing in the stores and stuff. And I think the first time that I ever actually went out and had a beer with my dad outside of the home was at Tapworks, and we used to sit there and talk about how there wasn't any breweries in Oklahoma, and it'd be cool if we could have one and start a brewery. And that led to how cool would it be to see our beer on tap at a place like Tapworks and see somebody order the beer and drink it. And I've told this story before, I think, on a video, but I remember right after we opened, I can remember selling beer to Tapworks and getting beer on tap there, just being pretty emotional when I left and on the drive to the next place to go visit. So I only just didn't get to see it, you know. And then when I worked at Coach's here in Norman back in the day, he would come in and with his buddies and hang out, and we would just look at the brewing equipment and talk about it. And it was just, I don't know, it was just always something we talked about doing. And so it's just pretty cool that we're finally doing it, and I just wish he was here to be able to see it, you know. My dad was an interesting guy. He was real quiet, kept to himself. You know, homebrewing was just kind of part of the way he was. He made everything. You know, he was big into leather work. As a fly fisherman, he tied his own flies. There was just always something about drinking a beer you made or catching a fish with a fly that you made. He moved us to Montana when I was a teenager and built the house that we lived in, the cabin that we lived in. So he was real good with woodwork. Anything with his hands, he was really good with it, including playing the guitar. He was one of the best guitar players I've still to this day that I've ever heard play. And he absolutely could have had a big career in music. He's just old hippie, you know. He's always playing those old Eagles songs and stuff like that, or even like blues. You know, he could play some Stevie Ray Vaughan with the best of them, and it was really cool growing up in a house where music like that was always being played, and kind of led to me just being a little bit of an old soul, especially when it comes to my taste in music and stuff like that. So that's just Dad. He was definitely unique in that way. So I don't know anybody that didn't like him. I don't know anybody that had a bad thing to say about him. Raised 2 boys all by himself from basically the time I was 3. My brother's a couple years younger than me, and raised us up by himself, and couldn't have asked for a better dad. So this is to my dad, and this is to all of you guys out there that are dads, and I hope that you're able to have a beer with your dad today, or any day. Don't just wait for Father's Day. I'd do anything to sit down at a bar again with my dad and talk and drink beer and have that moment, that time with him. So don't waste it. If your dad's still alive, don't waste it. And then also those of you that are dads now, like me, I've got an 11-year-old son, and I've got a 20-year-old daughter who's already out of the house. And as a dad, especially with my 11-year-old, they're always watching you, and they're always trying to be like you. So keep that in mind with everything you're doing, and create those moments, like that moment I talked about with my dad at Tapworks. Always be creating those moments that your kids will remember. One day they'll be like me right here, sitting down and talking about that time and how much it means to them, and I promise you it means the world to them. So cheers to all the dads out there. Love you guys.
Takes to heart what I wrote. I said, son, when you grow up, you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not.
Hey guys, happy Father's Day. So we are heading up to the Brewers Union. We're going to go check on some temperatures on some beer that's fermenting up there, drop some temp down, check some gravities, and I've got my little boy Maddox over here hiding, and we brought our buddy Tyson, and we're about to take Tyson through the car wash and see what he thinks about that. Hey Tyson.
I made an old man. I said, tell me your story. He took out an old pen and wrote something for me. Then he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost.
Alright, we made it through the car wash without Tyson freaking out too much. What do you think Tyson thought about that?
Okay.
Alright, it's pretty light duties today. I'm not going to do much in the brewery on Father's Day. I'm just going to turn the temperature down on DDH, and then check on some gravity levels for Mosquito Hawk and Light Horse. Take some CO2 off of the bright tank that's got OKC soda in there, so they don't have to make a trip up here just to pull a gas hose off. So then that's it. Then I'm out. Just turning down the temperature on DDH, and we double dry hop, so there's a lot of hop matter floating around in there. And we turn temp down, try to crash all that stuff, get it all settled to the bottom. Yeast, hop matter, anything kind of floating around in there. And today's Sunday, so Tuesday we'll move that over to the bright tank and just let it sit in there for a day or two and get ready to can. So not long, a few more days, and we will have DDH and cans ready to go. This is mid-fermentation of Light Horse IPA going to town. Got a little messy, had to clean it up a little bit. That's a good sign. Light Horse IPA, all mosaic, super light, low ABV, summer IPA. Man, I cannot wait. Some of you guys probably didn't have this last year. I'm really excited for that beer. We should be canning that up here pretty soon. Not next week, but week after. So, all mosaic, session IPA, New England, hazy, juicy, really light, roughly 5% ABV. Can't wait.